All right, everyone. I haven't had anything new in a while, but I purchased the Animated Gentleman Jack Victorian from Fun, as you can see. And this is the box that came in. Nothing to write home about. So we're going to do a quick unboxing and check this out. This is based on Jack the Ripper. So, I mean, I had to get it. Last year, he was, I believe, actually like 100, if a little over 100 more than he is right now. He is, what did I pay for him? A little over $100. And he was like $260 or $280 last year. So he was way, I don't want to say overpriced. I haven't seen him. From the other reviews I've seen, most people thought he should be around the $250 range. So for him to be in the $100 range, I went ahead and snagged him. I mean, he's Jack the Ripper. Come on, you gotta have Jack the Ripper. But this is how it comes. Here's his cane. Because if you know anything about Jack the Ripper, he's a gentlemanly man as he, disembowels you. So, all right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to, wow. Gotta love these. Oh, well, look at that. We got a little faux plastic bottom for a change in the thinly plastic, kind of like clown shoes that we're all used to. But at least they have a bottom. All right, well, I'm gonna, oh, and I love that they put a step pad in. I love that. Some other companies, I just won't say it, but we know who I'm talking about. Begins with a spirit. Should take note of that. Anyway, let me unpack this guy and get him together, and we'll see what we got. All right, everyone, I got him unboxed, and this is what we have. Here's his head sculpt. You know what I like? Let me get you in the light here. See how his eyes are deep set? And they're just a blink. I think he's supposed to have red eyes, but I love the deep set. It just makes it, I don't know, ominous to me. But there's his head sculpt. Not bad, not bad. He has a plastic shoulder, hard plastic too, shoulder sculpt. I think we're used to mostly the wire rims that you just push down in on either side. So that's kind of a nice change. I will say this little penny knife on this hand could have done better than that. I gotta admit. I mean, it's not that great, but it is what it is. Here's his other hand, his arms, a couple of poles. His clothing is pretty decent. It's a notch, definitely, probably about 3 notches up from your standard clothes. It is not, paper thin and you can see in here, it's actually got a lining. It's one piece, and interesting, I've never had this with a prop. The hoop, that's kind of like the hoop that I was talking about for the shoulders, the hoop that we're used to, the metal ring that, fits in on either side of, use your modulator box. It is actually made into the clothing, and the clothing was one piece. So that's interesting. All right, we got his hat. Now I gotta say, this is supposed to be a top hat, and I know it's been squished. But what y'all think? Bonnet? Maybe I got Jack the Bonnet Reaper? I keep saying Reaper, and I mean Ripper. Ripper, not Reaper. But I guess with that face, it could be either. But anyway, hopefully that fills out and looks more like a top hat than a bonnet. If not, I've got some top hats that'll look a little better than the gray bonnet. All right, well, the instructions are not that elaborate. There you go. That would be all of them right there. So I think it's going to be easy peasy. Don't want to jinx myself because we know me. I can mess it up. If it can be messed up, I can do it. All right. Gonna pause this, get a couple steps in, and then catch up. All right, guys, gonna catch you up real quick. Easy peasy. You got your base, which is our normal everyday base. You've got 4 leg poles. You connect those with your push pins as always. Put the pantsuit over. Then you connect your modular on top of that. And then your shoulder piece, which even though it's that heavy duty plastic, still is the same old. I mean, nothing wrong with that. I'm just showing it's still the same. Just put the pins down into the holders. All right, and then this is what you got right now. And that's after step 2. So this is going to be a quick build. All right, let's continue. All right, here we go. The next steps, sorry, were pretty easy. Same old, same old. You pull the onesie up and connect it around the plastic so it'll hold for you. You got to be careful. Don't get it snagged on any of this stuff down in here. Then you just put your arms, the same old, prongs that we're used to. The connections in the back, step pad, power, there's your volume, there's your on and off switch, mode switch, however you want to say it. Put your arms through, put your hand for the cane, your hand with the tiniest little knife I've ever seen. And there. I am so sorry. I have been fighting the crud and losing. All right, so that's where we're at. We've got to be close to being finished, so let me wrap this up. All right, guys, all I did real quick was put the head on, normal prongs. The reason I'm starting again real quick with this is you have your connection right there from your head to the wire that's inside. And it's telling me to connect this wire and this wire together, but mine came together, so I don't have to do that. The cane was interesting. A cane is nothing but some very lightweight, I wouldn't even say PVC, but that's akin to what it is. But with a little connector here that you connect the ends, which I thought would kind of be hidden in his hand, but then his cane is like way up here. And I looked at the picture, and they actually have his cane going with this part all the way down, like kind of the hook's just kind of hanging on his hands. It doesn't really want to go in there that tight, and I'm not sure I really like that look, so I'm going to leave it about like that. And hopefully that'll work. All right, well, let me get his cape on him. All right, guys, well, here's your finished product. The hat is a tight elastic band around it, which gave it more of that bonnet-y look. But luckily, that's what keeps it on. It didn't have Velcro or anything like the other ones. So I'm thinking once it's out for a while, do a little shaping, maybe can even iron it a little bit. It won't be so top hatty, so bonnety and more top hatty. Already looking better. But here we go. This is him, Jack the Ripper. All right. I think I got him on step pad, but with me, you never know. So we're gonna plug it in and see what happens. All right. I heard the power surge through his lifeless body. All right, so let's step. Let's step again.
History calls me the Ripper, but I never fancied the name. I prefer the slice of that. So I think it best if you just call me Jack.
And I want to get close in on those eyes, but one thing I do want to do, I want to turn his volume down. He has a faux, hold on a second. All right, sorry about that. I wanted to turn the volume down because he has a faux British accent, and it's bad, and it makes it hard, at least for my southern self, to understand his kind of what he's saying. So I'm going to turn it down, see if it would come a little clearer. But anyway, wanted to give you a close-up. Guys, I like his look. Maybe do a little darkening of the teeth. But yeah, I mean, if I said it once, I said it every video almost. Get a prop that if it breaks, because they will break, looks good as a static, and I think he would look great as a static. Maybe not with his high water down there, but I'll get a longer cord. All right, anyway, but what I wanted to show you was the deep set eyes. I want to see them lit up.
I quite enjoy walking the streets late in the evening. Such loneliness and merriment never fail to inspire my blade.
You know, he'd be a great Haunted Mansion for the Haunted Mansion fans as well. And turning his volume down did make him more understandable. I understood his accent. Okay, come on. Come on back. There we go.
History calls me the Ripper, but I never fancy the name. I prefer the slice of neck. So I think it best if you just call me Jack.
All right. There he is, Jack the Ripper. I got him from Fun. I believe Morris carries him as well. So, first prop of the year. He is a prop that was returning from last year with a little over $100 discount. So, if you liked him last year but didn't want to fork out the dough, here you go. And while I'm on here, I just want to say something. One of my subscribers messaged me about selling one of my hearse, the Home Depot haunted hearse. I have 2 of them. And I read the message, and I'm OCD, so of course I deleted the message because my phone has to stay clean, because that's just how I am, and forgot to reply. To that person, I hope you see this, and I am so sorry that I did not reply. I did not mean to be rude and just ignore you. I just forgot, and I want to say, thank you for your question. At this moment, no, I do not want to sell either one of my hearses, but I am sorry that I haven't responded earlier, and I forgot about that, so please forgive me. Other than that, this is the first prop of the year, and hopefully a couple more Home Depot. I'm sure, you can watch. There's 400 little 12-year-old boys with Halloween accounts, and they keep you up to date on what is the leaks of Home Depot and Lowe's and now Party City. And I got to admit, there's some great ones. Party City's really bringing it in, surprisingly, and Lowe's as well. There's the stand-up crow from At Home that everybody's having a fit over. The Mummy from Costco is phenomenal, and they have a clown that a lot of you guys might like. So make sure you check out all of those if you're interested in clowns and mummies, and of course you are. You're Halloween fans like we all are. But I usually don't do videos recapping all that, because like I said, there's a bunch of 12-year-old boys that put thousands of YouTube videos out there covering every aspect of every leak there is to find. So hopefully this helps you. Hopefully you get a Jack the Ripper. I got to give him my cauldrons. Out of 10 cauldrons, he's not an elaborate prop. But honestly, looking at him, you would think he is. But he goes side to side, and he says, I believe, 3 phrases. But he was only a little over $100. He can do Haunted Mansion. He can do, you could put some faux fangs here, and he could be a Dracula. I'm going to give him 8 out of 10 cauldrons. I recommend him. So 8 out of 10 cauldron. The negatives, the pros, let's do the pros. The pros, easy assemble. Love his face. Love his sculpt. Price is great. The clothes are very good for prop clothes. And really the only negative I can tell, you got to turn him down a little bit to, in my opinion, for at least me to understand him fully. Maybe as the more I hear the phrases, I'll get used to them. And I gotta say, this is a definite negative. This little 3-inch knife. But, I mean, you know, who says Jack the Ripper had a big old butcher knife like Michael Myers, you know? If he's a ripper, maybe he had a little one, and who knows? But, yeah, everything about him I like. Great look, great sculpt. So, if you need something like this, I definitely and highly recommend it. All right, guys. Until next time, stay scary and keep looking forward to our next video.